many people get naturally attracted to a certain area of law when they're studying in law school. Okay, that is great if you have clarity about it. But many people avoid career options merely because they have a certain notion about it, which they may have heard from somebody. Maybe some senior said that working in a law firm is really stressful. Okay, and maybe you will find it out to be the same after many years, but maybe you still are passionate about it and you want to discover it for yourself. So in that case, you should totally go for it. Now, in the initial years of law school, there will be so many subjects you are not exposed to in the first place. You don't know whether you want to study corporate law in your first year. Okay, so for example, for me, I was doing everything in the same way. Like I was equally passionate towards human rights, refugee law, as I was towards corporate law or litigation. So my initial areas of interest were criminal law, and then it was some human rights and international law related work because I was doing moots on that. Then I had to present a paper on that. And later, around the third year, I started developing an interest in corporate law. Not because it was exciting at all, okay, but because I thought that it is important to specialize in this, and it was completely intentional and voluntary. Okay, so but what happened with this was that I came to know of a variety of areas of law, and I realized that if I decide to be if you put in a certain amount of effort, you can be good at anything you want. Okay, and analyzing law requires the same set of skills. What is different, however, is identifying. Once you analyze law, that's not the end game for a lawyer. We think that that is the end game because in our heads we have a court situation in mind where we are arguing on what is the correct meaning and interpretation of a provision of law and what is legal and what is illegal. But when you are actually thinking of a career, at that time you need to look at what is the need in the market connected with law. Maybe some client wants registration services, maybe some client wants advisory work where they want an opinion from you, maybe some client just wants you to talk to them. Okay, like in family law work, you will realize that people just keep calling you, I want a divorce, advise me what to do, now my spouse has done this. And you will end up playing the role of a counselor plus a lawyer, and you can't say that I will only charge this person for the petitions I file in court, because you will realize that 10 times more than that time you are spending on the telephone advising and counseling this person on what to do, and the person doesn't have a professional therapist to go to for this. So you will have to run and manage your practice. And since you claim to be passionate about family law, you will need to figure out a pricing mechanism for this. Okay, so this happens by trial and error. Your analytical skills are the same for all areas of law. Okay, and then you might choose to play that for certain areas, that I will go all out in trying to understand this area of law, I will go all out in trying to understand, let's say, medical laws. Okay, then you basically talk to the different kinds of stakeholders in the market. What you need to do very well is stratify and segment the market. So if you're thinking of medical law, you'll think of hospitals, big hospital, small hospital, polyclinic, doctor, client, like that. Okay, and you will think that what does each party want, where is his or her requirement not being met, is there a legal or a litigation risk that is there, what are they willing to pay for. So you have to try different kinds of things. Like in college, we were trying this concept, and this was predecessor of IPleaders. Predecessor of the education business of IPleaders was legal risk management, which is now a subject we're creating a course on, and many risk management companies and the big four are actually offering services around risk management. But legal risk management was not a legal advisory firm, but it was basically a managerial input or a strategic input on how you can reduce and eliminate legal risk. This is something we tried back then, and it wasn't rewarding for us, so we shifted to another business strategy. But we started learning that and applying it in different areas. So that is what I mean by trial and error. Anything in your head might just come up and it might appeal to you. And some things when you try out, it will work. And some things you try out, they won't work. So you have to do this trial and error by speaking to the different stakeholders and figuring out what's there. And you'll have to risk, like you might have to do free work for somebody to understand whether this is worth paying for. And don't back off saying that I am spending so much time during my exams and moot court competitions, and now this person is not even willing to pay me anything, and how should I do this? Because first time you do it for free, second time you will know what to charge, how much to charge, and why to charge.